Hey guys, Ivan here at ivanmana.com. In this video, I want to show you how to create a profitable review website from start to finish. We're going to do everything here live as you watch behind my shoulder. Now, the reason why I say profitable is twofold. One is this video is actually a follow-up to my previous video where I show you the easiest way by far to make money with ClickBank. I still believe it is the easiest way. And I showed you in that video how I created a website and then I ran some ads the next day and I generated $113. To see more details, take a look at that video if you want to know exactly how to set all this up. But there is also a long-term approach to this strategy, because as you keep building out content, you will actually start getting free traffic that you don't pay a penny for, guys. So to give you an example, I know you guys love to be motivated, even though I don't like revealing my personal information. If you look at my website as an example, which is tied to my YouTube channel, so I have both, but this is the result of 4 years of work, okay? So if you spend time and keep building content out, you can have a website that looks like this with a bunch of different options. Now, I referred 56 new trial signups for Unbounce in December. I was actually the first person to hit 40 signups. As you can see with this email from my affiliate manager, I blurred out the names of the other person and the manager in case they don't want to be shown. But guys, I didn't spend a penny on advertising. I referred almost 60 people, that's almost 2 people per day, just using my website, my channel, things that you can do too. If you guys build this out, you can achieve the same results. And it's not only Unbounce. There are many different products I promote. I used to promote ClickFunnels, ClickMagick, GetResponse, Namecheap. All these different products that I talk about that I personally use and suggest myself, you can include as part of your review. If you can provide value to people and you can show them that whatever you are using has relevance, you can get them to sign up too without paying a single dime. And so I just wanted to show you that there are the short-term results you can get by running ads. Take a look at the other video. Or there is the long-term approach, which is also really cool, but it takes time, okay? So I'm gonna cover everything. We're gonna build everything out here in this video. Before we get into it, guys, as always, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell icon so you get notified when I release new videos just like this. It's these videos that are going to help you become a much better marketer, okay? So definitely stay tuned. That out of the way, let's get straight into it. So in order to create any website, not just a review website, you need to have hosting. A domain is optional with what I'm going to show you, but hosting is absolutely required. Now, I'm going to show you the very, very easy way to do it, okay? I've tried setting up websites in the past through HostGator, through Bluehost, all these different services. It got quite complicated. I got like 20 emails giving all my different passwords, super, super annoying. So what I use here, guys, is Namecheap. I've been using them for 4 years, guys. They have never disappointed me. They, I believe, still have the cheapest domains, the cheapest hosting. So if you use my affiliate link at go.ivanmana.com/Namecheap, you will be able to set up your website for just $2 for the first month, okay? That's all you need is, well, depending on which currency you're looking at, for me, it's like 250 Canadian or so. But it's going to be really cheap. So if you head over to go.ivanmana.com/Namecheap, and what you're going to do is simply sign up, create an account. That's the first step. You're going to see a little option right there that's going to say sign up, and all you have to do is sign up. So super simple. I'm not even going to get into that part because that's like the easiest part of this whole tutorial. And once you do, you should see your username here in the top left, and you will be able to set up your hosting. So what you're going to do is click on hosting here, click on WordPress hosting. Now the process is going to be so simple, guys. We'll get all this done in 5 minutes in about $2. So click on WordPress hosting and let's do everything together. I will buy another hosting plan just to show you. So we'll go through everything. So here, as you can see, you can get the first month for $254 or even for just a little bit over $1 for the first month to try it out, see how you like it. Now I do suggest this plan. I actually started with this plan, because it's the cheapest. That's all we really need. We don't need a lot of visitors, but you do need an SSL certificate. So this is really important because you want your website to stay secure. As you can see here, it's got a little secure, secure lock there. So if you don't buy it, it's gonna have a big fat not secure right on your website. You don't want to scare people, especially people that aren't too familiar with, online stuff. They might see, oh, not secure, like what's going on? Are they hackers trying to get into my site? You don't want that, okay? Avoid it. Pay an extra $1, guys, like 120 Canadian bucks to get your SSL certificate. It's definitely worth it. Like I said, I changed it up. So let's go down here. Let's click on Get Turbo. Again, we're gonna do everything here together, and you will be taken to this easy WordPress site, okay, which is gonna ask you to log in with Namecheap. So click login with Namecheap. Hopefully you created your Namecheap account. Give it a second to load, and we will be taken to our list of different websites. So I already have a website here because I used it to show you as an example. But what you will see once you do that is something that's going to look like this. It's going to say name your website. And what you're going to do is let's name your website. So you could make this like a general review site for everything, or you could go by niche. So in my case here, Loose Fat Solutions, this is like a general niche site for specific weight loss, right? But you could do like a general review. So over here, let's name it. Let's say we want to do golden reviews. That's the name of our site. These categories, they're optional. Let's click on continue. And then this is where you actually pay. So we're going to select turbo, and it's going to be first month $2. So I think this is US $2, right? Which is like the 250 Canadian. Renews automatically, but you can pause it. Like, don't worry about this being auto renewing automatically. Just pause it if you feel like this isn't for you. And let's click on continue. And this is where you can enter your domain. Okay, so you don't need a domain. So if you don't want to buy a domain, which is still super cheap and I strongly suggest it, you can use the domain that they give you, which is the name of your site and then these random string of characters. If you do have a domain you want to use and you already have it on Namecheap, you already bought it, you can click here and you can select your domains. Okay, so I already have a bunch of domains here I can select, but let's just go with this for now, and then I'll show you what you can do. It's really simple. Go to Namecheap, buy a domain, and then I'll show you where to go to change it in case you want to. But let's suppose you want to make it free. Okay, so over here, choose plugins. So you can always add these plugins at any time, guys. This is just gonna install WordPress for you, okay? I do like Yoast SEO, absolutely. WooCommerce, that's for commerce, not for us. Breezy Page Builder, I don't really use it, but again, you can always install this plugin if you want like more, I guess, customization. It's more like a drag and drop builder, but I didn't use this for my sample page, so we're gonna skip it. And then these contain like video tutorials. If you wanna do that, definitely by all means. I'm not gonna go into like the nitty gritty WordPress tutorial. I'm just gonna show you everything you need to create a review website. And then maybe I'll make another video on like how to improve your site or whatnot. But for the purpose of this video, let's just keep Yoast SEO and let's click on continue. And then this just asks us to confirm everything. So we're going to continue to purchase. And now it might take a while to load. Okay, so yeah, so here it's only $2. So I'm going to go ahead and click on confirm payment. I'm going to use my available funds. And let's see if this shows up. This normally will take a while. Okay, don't worry if it takes a while for you. Yeah, like over here, it says creating website. If it's stuck at like a little loading screen or something, don't worry about that, guys. It's just creating your website. It's creating this WordPress integration for you, making it super easy so that when you click admin, like that's it, like your website is done. When you click admin, you'll be able to go in there and actually make the changes, okay? So I'll probably end up pausing this video here, just waiting for this to create the website. It's gonna take a few minutes, honestly, and then I will see you back in a second.
A few moments later.
And we're back, okay? So it literally took like 1 or 2 minutes. If you click on admin right away after it becomes available and it says website not found, don't worry about it. Give it another few seconds and it should show up. It took like 15 seconds after it said that and it worked. So before we click on admin, guys, let's just look at a few more options here. So if you click on that option here, let me go back. So don't click admin, don't click here, just click right there. These are the settings for your website. So you have the SSL certificate. Okay, you definitely need that. Like I said, this here is your subscription plan. You can change it, you can cancel it, whatever, if you want to. And then here's your domain. Okay, so if you want to change your domain, click on change, and then you simply select your domain. So again, if you go back to, just go back to Namecheap, and if you go to domains, click on domain name search, buy a domain, very simple, choose any domain you want. And once you add it, you should simply be able to add it here from the dropdown. Now, if you used my affiliate link as well, go.ivanmana.com/Namecheap. The reason why I didn't do this right away is because some of you might not want a domain, but if you do know for certain that you want a domain, maybe you want to select with this plan, and this gives you a really big discount. I think it's like $25 for the entire year for a domain and hosting. Whereas this one, if you just want hosting for the first month, yeah, like we pay $2, but then you have to pay for the domain, okay? So take a look at some of these options, shared hosting plans. They might definitely be worth your while and save you a little bit of money. So once you do that, simply add your domain here, click on the drop down, you will have the domain available. You click on change and that's it. You will have the domain there. But again, I'm just doing this super simple. Some of you want to save your $3 a year and that's fine, but this is the process, okay? So once you've done that, let's go back here. So this is the site. If you click here, we will see our website. And here it is secure. Okay, perfect. And this is our site. Okay, so we're done with our website, guys. Now all we have to do is fill in the content. So let's go through that. Let's close out of that. So you're going to click on admin right here. It's going to take you to this WordPress admin. Now, It's a little bit more complicated than the landing page builders we were using like Unbounce or ClickFunnels, but it's worth it because this is more of a long-term solution and you just have so much more control here. So the first thing I want to show you is just some setting options here. So if you go to, let's go to users, go to profile. Let me just show you some options here. The first thing here is you'll see at the top, this is the nickname. So you might want to change that because if you're going to reply to comments or you're going to write posts, you don't want it to say that, like that's going to be your nickname. So maybe you want to make it more presentable to what you're actually doing. So over here, Loose Fat Solutions, it says written by weight loss reviews. Like here, this little thing here, that's my username, weight loss reviews. So over here, you could say also Golden Reviews, or if you want, you can say your name. You can say Ivan Mana. That's going to be like your nickname. And then you're going to scroll down, you're going to click on update profile, and now you'll be able to select this nickname here. So there you go. Now you go down, you click update profile again, and this is now going to be our nickname once you actually add posts. So again, set it to whatever you want to. It doesn't have to be your name. In my case here, I just set weight loss reviews. Also, some of you guys might be asking, where do I get my password? How do I sign in here? So the easiest way to sign in here is simply go to save this website, easywp.com, easywordpress.com. It is in fact super easy. This is literally the easiest I've seen it happen. So save this website, easywp.com, and you will be able to log in here using your Namecheap details. Okay, so Easy WordPress is a product of Namecheap, so they are very easily integrated. So just save the site and you can log in through here. Very easy. Now, if you want to log in the other way, like the standard way, what you're going to do is type in your website. In this case, a domain might be handy because you'll have to remember this. Type that in followed by /WordPress admin. So if you do that, you will be able to log into your site through here. This is like the standard WordPress way, okay? And then if you want to change your details for that, if you go to profile, if you scroll down, you will be able to set a password. So this is where you set a password for this specific WordPress login, if that's what you want to do. Honestly, for me, I think it's just easier not to have to worry about another password. It's easier for me to just remember easywp.com and just sign in through here. Literally, this is the easiest I've seen it happen, guys. When I installed this through HostGator, my website, I first created it with HostGator 4 years ago. It was like the status quo back in the time. I got like 50 emails. Here's your cPanel details. Here's your login details. Here's your registration details. Here's your password for this. I got overwhelmed, okay? This is so easy, guys. It is absolutely insane. So these are some of the settings here, right? That's really all you need. There's nothing else here that I wanted to show you. But if you go to settings, let's go through some of the options here. So the general settings, this is just your website URL, your email. You can set the date format here. So for your posts, once you see kind of, once you click on, it might show the time of the post, might show the date. These are the formats you can set. So that's up to you. If you go into writing, let's just go through some of these options here. No, nothing in writing. There was one more thing I wanted to briefly show you. Yeah, so here you can show your comment settings. So email you when a comment is made or, whatnot. Nothing crazy here either. Just look through the settings and see what makes sense for you. I usually leave most of these blank. Media, that's just where you set your settings for the media that you upload, like the default settings. So what is defined as thumbnail, medium, and large, you can set it here, okay? Again, I don't really use that. Now, permalinks, this one is pretty important. So this sets your post name. So for example, if you go over here, if you go to SteelBite Pro, the default, okay, was this one. So this is always the default here. And this is the one I like. So whatever the name of your post is, that's the URL that they're gonna set as the default. If your initial one is like day and name, for example, then once you publish a post, the default URL is going to be like this, which doesn't really look that good, right? You will have to go in there and kind of change it manually. So what I like to do is just set it as the post name. That's pretty consistent with everything else that you'll have going on. And then lastly, privacy policy. This is just where you can set what you want your privacy page to look like. So in this case, it looks like we already have like a privacy policy page by default. So we can use that page as our privacy policy. So none of these are really used too much. Everything is pretty much good here as the defaults. Just the only thing is just make sure that these options are there. And I just kind of wanted to show you what they look like. Now, the main content, right? We're going to be going to posts and you're going to be adding posts as your review site. So the first thing I like to do is to make our site look presentable. So I would go into themes and let's first select a theme for our website. So you have all these different themes. You do have more. So if you click on add new, you will see a few more options here. You will see all these different options. You can take a look. Now, if you want to see what something looks like, you can click on preview. And if it loads, that's what the page is going to look like. Let's close out of that. Let's look for something else. yeah travel or Yalla travel. That's what your page is going to look like here. So let's go back. Let me see if I can find my theme for you. So by the way, these are all the featured templates. You can go at it, like they have way more options here. So if you go to latest, for example, they'll have some options here. If you go to popular, they have way more options, okay? So right now we have this theme, which I don't really like. I don't think it looks that good. Let's take a look again. Let's click on view site. Yeah, doesn't look too good. Let's go back themes. Yeah, so you can go through the options here. There's popular. You can also upload a theme. So you can also just buy a theme. Some themes actually look very, very good. My theme is a paid theme. So for my actual website, this is a paid theme that I paid for. I don't remember the details or what the name is, but it is a custom theme. I didn't use one of these. I actually bought one. And then once you buy it, you will get a file. You can click on upload theme and you'll be able to upload that file. And that's how this works. Now, my theme for this website, if you like the way this looks, I like the way this looks. It's called Ambition. So if you go to popular, you can probably find it. But what we're going to do is we're just going to type in Ambition. We're going to type in enter. And there's this one, GT Ambition. Let me see what that looks like. That looks kind of cool too. We can use this, but let's go with the one I have. I actually really like this one. This looks pretty good. Yeah, so pick your theme, guys. Process is going to be pretty much the same, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to click on install. So you're going to install this theme, and then we're going to use it. And then we have to go in there. We have to change a few things in terms of layout, and then we're going to add a post, okay? We're going to add maybe one review post, or just at least a sample of it. And once this is uploaded, we're going to click on activate. And that should be it. Our website should now go with this theme. So we can click customize, which we will 100%. Let's quickly take a look and see what our site will look like. So I just hovered over here whenever you want to see your site, and I just right clicked and did open a new tab so we can kind of compare. So this is our site, okay? So this is a good introduction. So we have to put something at the top here. We have to add more posts. So let's see what we have here. Yeah, so this is the actual post, but if you go to the here, yeah, this looks exactly the same as you can see here. I just have more posts there, okay? Yeah, so we can do that. So what you want to do is click on customize over there, and now we will be able to customize all these options. So the first thing we want to do is maybe add a banner. So what we're going to do is click on header image, and you can add an image. Now the ideal dimensions are 1170 by 300. That's what's going to kind of take up that exact portion of space over here. You will be able to crop it depending on your dimensions. So you can, find an image, maybe use Photoshop to crop it. I'm going to save a little bit of time here. Let me go into my media library. No, I don't have anything. So I'm just going to go ahead, do a little bit of research, find something to save you some time, and I'm just going to upload it here, and we'll see what that's going to look like.
A few moments later.
Okay, so I went ahead and went to Pexels to get a free image, and I just found something that, looks okay. I downloaded this image as 1920 by 1280. Don't make it too big. And then I'm going to go ahead and drag it here. And now we should be able to use it here and crop it a little bit. Okay, so ideally you want to pick a picture that has most of the content inside, right? Because remember, it's going to be a strip. It's going to be like that, right? So you want something like this. Don't pick like a super tall image, because then you'll only see it like that, right? Unless you use Photoshop or something and turn it around. But that's the idea. So we're going to use this. We're going to click select and crop. And then here we're going to choose, the side. Maybe you want to do it like that. Now you could increase it. But if you increase it too much, right? Like if I add the whole picture, this isn't going to look too good, because then, you're going to see a huge giant image on the very front of the page. You want to make it known that it's a website. So generally, you want to make it a bit smaller, maybe something like this. Okay, just trying to get everybody in. Okay, so let's say crop image. And now it should be cropped, and then boom. Okay, that's what it's going to look like. So you can always change this if you want to. So if you click on add new image, you can select this and then click select and crop. And then by default, it's going to go by their dimensions, like their optimal dimensions. And then you can change it. Let's suppose we want to do that. In this case, we're missing the lower half of that lady there, but we can try it, see what it looks like, right? Play around with it. Click cropping, and now it's going to look like this. Yeah, that doesn't look too good. So let's do this one more time. Let's maybe drag it like that, maybe. Okay, so something like that. Spending a bit too much time here, but that's okay. Okay, so this is our header image. Okay, good start. So now we want to change this. So we don't want it to say that, and we want to change our menu here. Okay, so the menu we will get to once we add maybe a post or two. But over here, we want to remove that. So what we want to do is go over here, click on site identity, and just remove this. Okay, so just delete that, and that way it's only going to show that. And Let's just go through some of the other options. Background image, it's going to be a huge image over there, like that's going to span through your entire site. Then menus, this is where we would set the menu. So once we do that, so we'll have to create new menu. We'll have to create a name, like let's say primary menu, and we'll click next. And then we have to add items, okay? But we don't really have like any categories yet. You'd probably want to add categories like these are reviews, this is contact us, or you could create pages and then you can add pages. So maybe for starters, we can add like our home page, and then we want to select primary navigation, and it's going to show up here, okay? So you can add more stuff here. We might come back to it if I don't forget. Once we add some categories, like I said, like maybe you want to do a review category, like a how-to category, whatever. So let's click publish. That's okay for now. Let's go back. Let's go back. That's menus, ambition, theme options. Yeah, so you have different themes here, like what you want the site layout to look like. You want it to be narrow or you want it to be wide. So play around with these options, guys. There's way too many options here to kind of, go through and look at. Like if you go to content layout, you can have left sidebar here on the left if you prefer to do it like that. That actually looks kind of cool. Or you can have no sidebar at all. I do like a sidebar. It allows people to come across, different content that you have. And then you can have no sidebar full width. So you can have it span like that. So like I said, play around with it. I actually like this left one. So we're gonna go back. Now every theme will be a little bit different. So you might not see all these options, or you might see way more options for other themes. But like I said, just look around them, right? And that looks pretty good to me. So this looks really good. I think we're pretty much good to go with this page. At least for now. Let's add some posts first, and then we're gonna, we might come back to it. So let me close out of that. That's our website. Let's refresh it, see what it looks like. And boom, okay, so it's updated live. It looks like this, so pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. Of course, you want to pick like a more relevant image, obviously, but this is okay. And then this is our first post. So I think it's either a post or a page. Let's see, yeah. So we want to change this post up. We can just flat out delete it and just start new. So this video is about a review site, right? So we want to make review content. So let's find a product. So let's go into ClickBank Marketplace. Let's find something, let's click search. Previous video, we did SteelBite Pro. So in this video, maybe let's do diabetes freedom. Now, like I said, guys, what I'm doing here, this is an example. The previous review site I did, that was just an example. I'm not actually using that review site. That was just to show you what can be done. So if you're not sure whether you're allowed to bid on review topics or whether you're allowed to create a review site, that's on you guys to check. I can't tell you right now because if something changes, if they change their rules next week, I don't want to be held responsible. So it's your responsibility to check that whatever product you're promoting, they allow a review site. And if you decide to send paid traffic to it, that they allow you to send paid traffic or they allow you to brand bid. But generally, I'd say like 99% of offers, they do allow a review site. Just you have to make it clear that it's a review, which, in our case it is. Like it clearly says review. So generally you should be good. So let's go with diabetes freedom here, for example. Okay, so let's suppose we want to promote this product. So we can write a review site about diabetes freedom. So let's take a look at this and see what we come up with. Okay, so here we have this, and I believe they have the text version if I try to close out of the page. Yeah, so let's go to the text version because it's going to provide us a lot more information. So generally, guys, for reviews, you want several things, right? And let's click on Add New, and let's just go step by step. Let's click on Add New. So the first thing you would probably want to do is just take a look at some ideas, okay? So here's our site. Yeah, we can probably close out of it. So let's type in diabetes freedom review. Let's click enter and let's see what other people are doing. So here, right, this guy is showing up first. This guy right here, diabetes freedom review, he's got this site, he's showing up first under organic traffic. He's not paying anything for it. And let's just go back real quick. Let me open this in a new tab. Let's look at some other options. New tab, okay? So you want to take a look at these, see what they have, see what people are doing. Like don't buy until you read this, buy real customer. All reviews generally follow the same outline, which is what we want to do. So if you look at my SteelBite Pro review, you want to start off with maybe a brief introduction, maybe an image, a brief introduction. Who is it for? Overview, about the author, pros, cons, ingredients, how to use it. So the 5 steps, benefits, side effects, who shouldn't use it, any additional info, where to buy it, money back guarantee, and the final verdict. So these are some of the things you want to include. Now, obviously, I don't want to make this a 10-hour tutorial and kind of like explain to you how to, add every single thing, but I'll show you the idea. So let's first start off with the title. So for the title, we can, make it something creative. You can take a look at these ideas, right? Like I said, like all of these guys have, this one's pretty straightforward, which is good for SEO. the other one said, this one here says, you know, don't buy it until you try it. So we can do diabetes freedom, maybe a review. Is it worth it in 2021? Okay, so we're just specifying that it's 2021 to indicate that like this review is different from 2020 reviews, right? Is it worth it in 2021? Okay, so now we have to write. So we can add an image here. So I'm going to click on the little plus sign here. We're going to add a block and we're going to add an image. And let's add an image again. So again, let's go to maybe pexels.com. Let's just find something. I mean, that looks, she's a little bit too sad. Let's see, smiling woman or girl. And okay, that looks good. Let's use this, and then we should be able to crop it. So no, we don't want it to be too big. Let's do medium download so that it just processes faster. And we can just simply drag it in here. And that looks good, but it is a little bit too big. So maybe we want to crop it. And then you want to click right here, which says aspect ratio. And then you want to select the ratio. So maybe 4:3, maybe we want something like this. You know, like a happy lady, maybe 4:3, 3:2, no. Yeah, 4:3 looks okay, so we can just do that. Or actually, you know what, this 3:4, no, that's too big. Yeah, so let's do 4:3, this is okay. And we're just gonna do, you know, indicate that it's a happy person. We'll click on apply, and this is now gonna be our image. So looking at all these different reviews, people are like, they're starting off by writing about, well, you know, what is diabetes maybe? Like what is it, you know, here's why diabetes sucks. So you want to use these all different other reviews, guys, as ideas, okay? So I personally don't know anything about diabetes. So what I would normally start off with by doing is by typing in just diabetes and just seeing through some of the options here, seeing what they have, and going down. So for example, this one, you know, what is diabetes? What you want to do is look at this, read through this, and read through other options and kind of summarize it in your own words. So, you know, this seems a bit too much, okay? So you want to make it easier for people. So what I'm going to do is open a notepad, and then I'm going to explain what diabetes is. So we can say diabetes is a condition where there isn't enough insulin or cells, where your body doesn't produce enough insulin or cells, or doesn't respond well to it, causing, there's enough insulin, causing blood sugar to stay in your bloodstream, okay? So this is basically the first 3 paragraphs summarized. This results, or this can result in, oops, this can, why is it, my A doesn't seem to be working, sorry about that. This can result in serious health problems like heart disease, and you don't even have to write this, vision loss, and kidney disease, okay. And then we can say, as of right now, there is no known cure to diabetes. However, and then this is where we would introduce our product, right? So, and it looks like we have too many tabs. Let me maybe, you know, like, let me close out of these. Let's just use that one as an example. Maybe let's close out of that. Let's close out of that. I'd like to keep things tidy. This is where we can introduce our product. So what is the name of this guy? I believe it's, I'll already know this name because I'm pretty familiar with all these products. George Riley, right? So let's go back here and we can say, as of right now, there's no known cure. However, George Riley has introduced something called diabetes freedom that can help you reverse your type 2 diabetes. Then we can say, in this review, we're going to look at whether this product is right for you or not. Okay, so we can use this, right? So let's go back to our website. Here's our website. So we can start off here by saying, we don't even have to introduce it. We can just paste it here right away, and then we'll put a headline for the other section. So I just went ahead and copied it. Click copy, click paste. Like I said, guys, don't worry. We're not gonna do like the whole thing because I would have to explain it to you, and it's going to take way much more time. But I will show you the rough idea of how to do this. So we're going to start off with this. Okay, diabetes freedom, is it worth it? And then we can, you have different options. So let's click enter. We can say something like, let's say, what is diabetes freedom? Okay, so this is the first section. So we can go ahead, we can bold it. And then what you could also do is if you select this option here and just click on heading, it automatically becomes like a headline, okay? And that's what you can do. And then if you want to adjust the size as well, the default size I believe is 16, but you can increase it here. So yeah. So this one, for example, if you want to make it 18, you can, but I'm just going to leave it at 16. So if you select whatever you want, right here on the right-hand side, that's where you set the text, okay? So you can change that to like 18 if you want. I believe this one is 18. I did make it a little bit bigger. But this 16 looks okay for now, so we can do it there. Okay, so what is diabetes freedom? So again, we're using these review sites as examples, right? So this guy's saying overview, so we're just gonna name it, what is diabetes freedom? So basically you wanna say that, hey, it's a 2-month program that does all this. So we can go back here, we can see what this is. Let's see if we can type in diabetes freedom. So over here, we can use this. Sure was easy to follow. Okay, so there you go. Here you go. This is information about it. So diabetes freedom. Let's summarize this. I didn't prepare or study this, by the way, guys. Like I'm literally just doing this as we go. Diabetes freedom is a collection of. So here I'm just copying this part right here. Well, not copying it, but I'm summarizing it for people, right? So diabetes freedom is a collection of videos and manuals that you can follow to cure your diabetes. It's the cultivation or culmination. It's the, let's say, collection of years of hard work. I don't know exactly how many years. This is where you guys would go in and kind of do, like, figure out how long maybe it took him to do this. It's a collection of years of research and life savings to figure out the cure to diabetes. And then we can say, created by George Riley. Oh, and it looks like and James Freeman. Created by George Riley and James Freedom. This is a super easy to follow collection. Let's not say collection again. Super easy to follow. This is a set. Let's say this is a set. This is a set of super easy to follow instructions that don't involve a lot of effort, exercise, or money. Okay, so I basically summarized everything here into these 3 small paragraphs. So into one simple nutrition guide is a collection of videos, let's say video and manual guides. Maybe no, that's okay. They can follow. I remember how overwhelmed to cure your diabetes. It's the collection of to figure out and life savings to figure out the cure to diabetes. We made sure to, okay, and then you can just keep going. So let's add to it a little bit, right? So you can keep going, you can add to it and say, let's see, yeah, because this doesn't seem too, like, this isn't a lot. So maybe you want to go in here, and if we go back to our site, what is diabetes freedom? We want to add that, but you also want to just take a look and see what else they have. So actually, let's use this site as an example. We can close out of that. So over here, overview, he talks about, and actually here, he does have this. So this is really for him for this review site. These two are pretty much the same. He just kind of just does it in different words. So it's a 2-month program. Okay, so we can add stuff to it. So now that we know that it's a 2-month program, okay, that targets the root cause, so now we can add to it. Is a collection of videos that you can follow to cure your diabetes. It's the collection of years okay, I just noticed we said cure to diabetes twice. It's the collection of you can follow to cure diabetes. It's the collection of years of research and life savings to help you feel healthier. And George O'Reilly, this is a set of super easy that don't involve a lot of extra effort or money. Let's say it contains 2 months, or let's say it's a 2-month program that targets the root cause of diabetes and makes you feel healthier and more confident. Okay, so as you can see here, you're just going to be adding stuff to it. Okay, so I would definitely add a little bit more. It is a little bit tense kind of being watched as I'm doing research. I feel like a bit pressured, obviously, but that's what you would be doing, right? So you would go in here and copy, and now we could maybe, or we could just, yeah, we could have just done it the other way, paste it here. Yeah, so just go in here and just kind of summarize it. So I would actually have to take the time to read through all this and see if I can summarize it in my own words. And that's what you would be doing. So you can use my site as an example if you guys want, like if you want to see what you should add, or you could use, you know, these websites. Again, they're like all these reviews websites, just take the best of, like take the format, right? So what you want to do here is what is diabetes freedom. You also want to then say, you want to say about the author. Okay, so this could probably be your next part. And then you want to say, let's do something else. You want to say pros and cons. And then you want to say maybe benefits, where you would explain the pros in more detail. Then you would say maybe side effects. You would say who it's not for. And then let's see what else this person has here. What is it? Okay, who is the creator? Okay, what is included? Okay, yeah, so what's included, that's pretty good to add. To add, I don't know what I mumbled there. What's included. And then for what's included, again, like if you go over here, you type in include here. Okay, so these are the steps. Let's see if we can find, okay, to find the video guides. Yeah, so you would just go scroll through this site, right? Like this is an example site, and just find what they have. You could also use this image. I think you can, like if you just copy this and kind of, maybe you can paste it at the top even of the site. You can probably do that too. You could copy an image of the author and paste it on top, right? So like right above the author, for example, if you want to put it right above here, you click enter, and then you go over here, click here, and then add image, okay? So this is really straightforward, guys, really simple. So you want to add all these things, what's included, then you want to say, what was that other thing we said? Yeah, what's included? Oh yeah, how does it work? So like, how does it work? This is where you can lay out the steps, the exact steps, or like you want to say the 3-step process. And let's see what else he has. Who shouldn't use it? Okay, see, so like they all follow the same format, guys, all these review sites. Then you want to say how to buy it. How to buy, and then you of course want to say final verdict, you know, aka conclusion. Okay, so you want to add all these parts here. This is how you would do it. Click on heading. Okay, so once you're ready with each of them, click enter and then type it in. Okay, it automatically sets the text to normal text, so you don't have to worry about going back and forth and changing it. And then just go through these other review sites and see what else people are using, because the more you put, the more credible you appear, right? Like if I saw some reviews which have like 500 words, like it's barely a review. So the more you add, the better it is. Like here, you can add a money back guarantee. You can say additional info. So if we go back here, maybe after pros and cons, you can say how does it work? Let's see, how does it work? Let's say additional information. You could say, yeah, money back guarantee. That's pretty cool. So maybe how to buy it, and then here you can say, and then here, like you can just explain to them how this money back guarantee works. So I think every ClickBank product has like a, oops, let's select it here, select heading, select here, select heading. Okay, so follow this template. Yeah, I think every ClickBank product has like a default 60-day money back guarantee, unless the vendor offers even more. I'm pretty sure that's how it is. So you would have to check it, and then you would just explain it. So over here, SteelBite Pro, you just, you know, I said what they do. They offer money back guarantee minus shipping and handling, and yes. And then that is for this part. Now let's get into a little bit more detail as to how you would add the links, how you would make it all work. Before I get into that, just a quick note on Yoast SEO. I really like this Yoast SEO. I use it for my website. It helps you determine whether your SEO is good, right? So for example, our keyword phrase here, we want to say diabetes freedom review. And then what this will allow you to do is to see whether you have enough words, enough key phrases scattered throughout your site. So if you click right here, SEO analysis. So again, scroll to the very bottom of the page, click on SEO analysis, and you will see all these options here. So for example, the text contains 199 words. So this is not good. You want to increase it, right? You want to make it, the more text you have, the better. Meta description, that's this right here. So this is what people see like on Google. This is what they're going to see. Keyword phrase density. So you want to add this keyword phrase, you know, diabetes freedom review, not too many times. Don't do like 500 times here, but maybe for a 2,000 word essay, maybe 5 to 10 times is okay. So over here, instead of saying in this review, you can say in this diabetes freedom review, and boom, There you go. We've already added it once here. And this actually turned to orange. Okay, so you're going to have three faces. You're going to have red, orange, and green. Green means it's good. Orange means it's okay, you're on the way. And red, of course, means it's bad. Make some changes. So now our keyword phrase was found one time. Okay, and you can go over here and see it, like see where they're found. So if I click on that, and now it highlights it. Okay, so that's the process. Let's do one more, or I guess let's do a few more things. So we can add a category. So this is a review, for example. So we could say the category name is review. There is no parent like we have on categories, so we don't really have anything. So just click on add category. And if you want to add another category, maybe you want to do, you want to do health reviews, or I don't know, say you want to do make money online tips or something, you can do that. Like if you're making a review site for everything and then you have all these different reviews, you can do that. So yeah, I don't know, you guys can play around with it, do what you want to here. Trying to think. Yeah, so before we publish it and actually see what this is going to look like, you do have to add your affiliate links, obviously, right? So what I like to use is ClickMagick, so you can actually track it. Now, if you don't use ClickMagick, all you guys are going to do is take your affiliate link. So over here, Diabetes Freedom, you're going to click on Promote, Generate Hop Link. You're going to copy this link, go back to the post, and for example, Diabetes Freedom. So here, you can select this, you can hyperlink it, and I guess I'm gonna paste it here manually. You can open in a new tab or open in the same tab. I'd probably open in a new tab so people, if they're just checking it out, if they want to go back to your post, they don't have to click back, click submit, and boom, that's it, it's hyperlinked. Now what I like to do is use ClickMagick because it allows me to track and to actually see the sales, okay? So if you use my affiliate link at go.ivanmana.com/ClickMagick, again, I've also been using these guys for 4 years. I don't really change the stuff that I use if it works. You'll be able to set up tracking links and to actually track. So I already have an account. I'm gonna go ahead and click on login. It's onboarding, and we're gonna head over into links. And just to show you, let's see, these are all tests. Let's click on review website. Okay, so this was our review website, which we had. And look, looks like we had 2 clicks already. So even though I stopped advertising for this last week, because like I said, it's just an example, we already had 2 clicks to this website, okay? So people remembered our website and they came back here to kind of access it, or maybe even they already found it through Google, okay? So pretty cool. So all we're gonna do, guys, I'm not gonna spend too much time here, this is pretty easy. Let's just click on promote again, just in case I copied something else. Let's copy, go back to ClickMagick. Let's click on create new link. We're gonna paste it here. You don't need a new domain. So in this case, I got this new domain, go.weightlosssolutions.com. I'm gonna put my ClickMagick playlist below, guys, if you wanna know how to add your custom domain, how to set up sales tracking with ClickMagick and ClickBank, because you have to do that. I'll put a link to that video. You have to set up sales tracking. So you have to create a link and set up sales tracking. But that way you'll be able to see in ClickMagick exactly when you got the sale and how many people are clicking on your links. So it's gonna give you a little bit more information. So over here, we can say Diabetes Freedom review link. So what I would do is I would create a tracking link for like my entire website if you want to promote it, and then I would create just a just a link for the individual product. So here I had a product for research, for SteelBite Pro, for Okinawa, and people are clicking on the SteelBite Pro links, right? So yeah, you can use this. You don't need to. You can use the clkmg.com, but I'm going to use the custom domain here. And for this, we can just say Diabetes Freedom. Let's see if that works. I might already have one. Okay, so that works. Now over here, assuming you already set up the sales tracking, again, take a look at the video if you want to know how to track these sales. I'm just going to type in, because I already know how this works, I'm going to type in click ID, okay? And then this will allow me to track sales, but if you want more detail, take a look at that video. So now what you can do is this Diabetes Freedom review link. Now we can copy this link, go back in here and paste it wherever. So even over here, you can say it's a 2-month program that makes you feel healthier. So at the end of this, like at the end of your paragraph, whatever you say, you can say, take a look at the official Diabetes Freedom website by clicking here. And then what you can do is maybe you can italicize it and we can insert the link. So I'm gonna go ahead and Control V to paste it. And then I'm gonna open a new tab, click enter. And now whenever somebody clicks this link here, they will be able to go to my site and buy. And then I'm gonna bold it. And that is pretty much it. You can do the same thing here. So obviously this link, we would change it as well. We're gonna click edit. And instead of just the raw ClickBank link, we're gonna change it with our link. We're gonna click submit. And then as you keep adding stuff, right? So just like do the research on about the author. Like about the author, you would go back here, you would type in, George and search. scroll down, and then here's about the author. So the author of Diabetes Freedom is George O'Reilly. He is 61 years old, and here is his story. And then you explain his story, saying, you know, back in his 50s, blah, 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 okay? For pros and cons, you do the same thing. Do some research, find out pros and cons. You, like, if you want ideas, use the review site. Like, look at these guys. Like this one, the con is that it's only available on the official website. It's extremely comical. It's funny. People are making up cons. You need internet connection to access the program. Just absolutely insanely hilarious cons, but you know, like it works, right? So you can try whatever you want to, or you can be a little bit more realistic if you want. I used something like this on my review site because, like I said, this is just an example. This isn't something I would actually like do. I would probably put a little bit more time, make it a little bit more unique if it was me, but yeah, like over here, you can find it on the website, and then here I linked the website, right? So that's what you would do here as well. And that's the idea. So let's click on publish. Let's click on publish again, and then we're gonna take a look and see what that looks like. And then let's go in, now that we added a category, let's quickly go in and let's add the menu, right? So let's change the menu a little bit. So if you go into appearances again, you go into customize. If we go into menus here, this is the primary menu. You can click on add items, and now that we added this category, you can go ahead and click on review and make money online tips, okay? And now they're gonna show up right there. So you can click on publish, and now boom. So all these different categories, so as you write posts and you put them into their categories, like this one is the review category. If people click review, they will see only the posts pertaining to that category. If you click on make money online, we don't have anything. Or did we? Okay, so we indicated that that was a category and make money online one. We shouldn't have, but just an example. So if we go back here, click on edit, we can take it off that category because it probably doesn't belong here. So over here, yeah, make money online, and we're gonna click update, and now this should be good. So let's go back here, let's view site, right click. And now if you go to make money online tips, you will see nothing here because this no longer pertains. Yeah, no post found. Okay, perfect. So you click on review, and that is it. So if you click on this actual review, you will see everything here. I actually do like this on the left-hand side, but you could add it on the right, you know how to. And then you can add it here. And then if you click here, right, we set it to open in a new tab, you're taken to my affiliate link, and then you can buy. And that's how you do it. Like, that's the process. And then you want to change all these things up. I guess we didn't make them bold, right? That's why they're not, yeah. We didn't set these to bold, which is why they're not bolded. So if we go back in here, even though they're bolded here, let's see if we can bold it here. No, okay, yeah, so we'll just have to click on each one and just bold it manually. But you get the idea, right? Sorry, I'm spending a bit too much time on this stuff that you guys obviously know already how to do. Cool, okay, so that's really it. If you want to add new posts, guys, you just click on add new, and you add new post. And you know, like Ted's Woodworking is a pretty chill product. I'm pretty sure they will have no problem with you having this site. So you can say Ted's Woodworking review. See if it's worth it in 2021. And again, like same thing, you can get a little bit more creative. One of the reviews I saw in Diabetes Freedom, the person actually bought Diabetes Freedom, and he was like he was bragging about it. He was like, oh, hey, you know, here's my receipt, I bought it, here's proof that I got it, so my review is legit. So you can do that too if you want. It gives, like, obviously a little bit more credibility because the person actually bought the product. So if you want to do that, maybe take a picture of you with it. That would definitely boost your credibility. And then here you do the same thing. Again, you're going to add an image. Click on image, right? And in this case, we already, so let's go to media library. Yeah, we already added an image, but let's, you know, go to upload files, upload your own image for Ted's Woodworking, click select, and then, you know, fill in the same steps. When you're done, click publish. And we don't really have anything here, but if we go back to our website, let's refresh this page. And yeah, these are bolded now. If we go back to home, you should now see this site, and it's uncategorized. We didn't place it in a category, but you would place it probably in the review category or whatever, right? And that's pretty much it. I can't think of anything else, guys. You just keep building. Just like my site, you know, I kept building over 4 years. I didn't instantly have what I have now, and you too will eventually become an authority. So at the start, you can definitely make some money, and you can make money forever by sending people to, like, Diabetes Freedom Review, right? Again, if you look at that video on the easiest way to make money online with ClickBank, this would be the way to do it. But also in the long term, as you keep building, you will become an authority. People are going to look at golden reviews and say this is by far the best website in the world, and it is the source of all money on ClickBank. So that's the goal. You want to build it up. You want to put in some time every day, maybe once every few days. You want to add another post. You want to add more stuff. So not only Diabetes Freedom Review, but maybe talk about diabetes. Maybe write some posts about diabetes. You know, like if you look at diabetes, right? See what people are writing. Like type in, look up diabetes and see some of the top things that people are writing about, like symptoms and causes. Maybe you can write about that. What is diabetes? Maybe write a post about that. Symptoms, causes, treatment. Diabetes treatment. Write about that, right? So you want to keep adding stuff. Early signs and symptoms of diabetes. So great ideas here. Now I actually use a keyword planner. I use Neil Patel's keyword planner. Maybe I can make another video on that showing you how to get these keyword ideas. But this is the process, guys. I can't really think of anything else I should show you. This is the idea. You go down the list, do the research about the specific points, like about the author, pros and cons, add them in, publish, and that is it. Okay, here's the website. We did it live together, and that should be it. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, guys, definitely check out my channel. If you guys head over to youtube.com, I give you so many free golden nuggets of information, guys. If you head over to Ivan Mana, you go on my channel, I give you so much free content that I could bundle up in a course and sell, but I don't, because I literally, main reason I do this is to share with you guys. I want to share, you know, my experiences, my victories, my losses. I want to share it all with you guys. Take a look at all these videos. There's like almost 400 videos at this point. That being said, hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one.